Okay, so it seems that I am supposed to make more of these talks about awareness. Actually, it helps me to be aware to talk about this, because while I talk about this, it is very easy for me to stay conscious and to remain aware, and for the most part I feel guided by the divine, and so this seems like just another guiding. I also, when I do this, I really feel what Osho said back in the days when he said, it's not so important what I'm saying. What's more important is the presence or the consciousness that is here, that you can absorb or witness or tune into. That is maybe the big thing. These words are all not really precise, like all the words I'm saying are not really precise, because there is no I here. There is a conditioned mind here, and it's calling itself I, and it always did that. Like this conditioned mind that is here has always said that it is I. Hello, I am here, but that is just the mind speaking. So if silence is here, presence is here, then there is no I. So therefore, it's also the mind that concludes that the I must be an illusion. It is pretty logical, right, to conclude that the I is an illusion when we remain in silence, because when we remain in silence, the I is gone, but something is still here. You have heard that in the past, I'm pretty sure. You have heard someone say that. Even while we remain as presence, silent, when the I is absent, gone, you still are here, right? So you can't be the I. The I is gone, but you remain here. And that which remains here is the ultimate truth, the ultimate identity. People call it consciousness, awareness, presence, the observer, enlightenment. It's not really important what you call it. By the way, what I'm doing here is, as I speak, I remain aware, and I do that by feeling the energy. When you feel your body, when you become silent and you feel your body, then you feel this tingling sensation of energy, right? I use this tingling sensation of energy and I anchor into it. So while speaking happens here, I consciously remain aware of this tingling sensation at the same time. That's what I'm doing, so you can do it too. Try it for yourself if you want. While you are doing something, remain at the same time completely aware of this sensation. When I do these talks, it is so easy for me to remain aware of this. This is the moment it is the easiest for, in quotation marks, me to do this. It's kind of funny. It is as if existence says, you are gonna make these talks. But also during the day it becomes more and more easy for me to remain aware. Also, the challenges my body goes through, etc. The mind could easily say there would be a problem, but what I am witnessing here is that whatever problem your body seems to have, and since you are listening to that, you probably already know that, I don't need to tell you that, but every problem your body has just leads you towards getting stronger and better. It is a transformation that is happening. And only the mind could say that the body seemingly has a problem, but really what I have experienced while I am in this now moment, and this moment has been here all the time, like always. What I witnessed is that every problem led towards becoming a new version, that a change came about through that. So there really was never a problem. There was just, the mind could call it improvement, but that is also like a vague concept. Like, the mind likes to say we are improving, but really what happens here is just this now is here. And like, of course there is something happening here because this is alive. There's this whole thing here is alive, so then something has to happen, right? So we have to go from somewhere to somewhere else. And yeah, it is really hard to say something that is very accurate, but also that statement is also wrong. Like, there are many things that can be said which are pretty precise and fitting. So yeah, it is very paradox in nature, but there's one thing that seems not to be paradox in nature, and that is awareness. Like, all the speaking I'm doing, someone could say, that doesn't make sense. And it would be valid in a way, but also be invalid in a way. Because that very statement, when someone says that doesn't really make sense, is another statement, and all the statements are valid and invalid at the same time. But presence and awareness is very valid in my opinion. Like, tapping into the spaciousness is very valid. So just stay aware of this field, or you could say feeling your body, or some call it spaciousness. Just when you are here, obviously you are here, where else would you be? And you just are. You could say, I just am, no thinking. Just for a few seconds. You are just here, and what you will notice is that you feel this energy, this tingling sensation, this field. And once you get used to feeling this field, learn more and more how to keep it, how to, while you live your life, also remain aware of this. You could remain aware of something else that you want to remain aware of. Like, now or at the moment, for me, it is the best feeling or the easiest to stay aware of this. This comes really easy to, in quotation marks, me. While really there is no me, so to speak. There really is no me. Like, where would that be? Where would this me be? All that is here is the now. The now is here with this body in it. It's not even a body, we just call it a body, but I think the now is more like a picture that moves. Like, that's here. Like, it's like a scene in a movie. I don't feel like I am a body anymore or a person. Of course, sometimes I do, and the mind believes that he is a person, and sometimes, this feeling is still there, but like when you just look at it silently, and you become present, there's just like a movie scene here running all the time, right? So I wouldn't really say, I am this body. I would rather see a movie scene running. And when we don't label things, then it becomes one thing, one entity that is here. When we are silent, we don't say, this is the TV, this is the cupboard. What's commode in English? I didn't want to say cupboard, I meant commode, but obviously I know it doesn't matter. But we don't go ahead say, this is the chair, this is the windows. That's what the mind does. But when you remain silent, you just see one picture that moves. And it's all connected. And we don't use words, so it's all one, basically. Not even that, we just don't use words. All that there is this scene. And yeah, I know the things that I'm saying right now, they don't really lead anywhere. The whole point of what I'm doing here is remaining present in this spaciousness, in this energy that I'm feeling while I'm talking. So that is the big point. And you can do it too, you can do it all the time. Just feel your body, and if there is pain and discomfort, that has to be accepted. There is no other way. That also belongs here. And I know it can be hard to accept that, but it's there anyways, right? It is there, it is part, so. You can just accept it. It is there anyways. And it is so much better to be present and accepting whatever there is than to be in the mind. So much better. It's not super exciting, and there's also discomfort here. But being in the mind, nah. The mind worries, the mind has fears, and you feel as if you have to figure it all out, and everything burdens you, and everything seems hard. And to be in the mind it sucks. It sucks. It seems as if things are going wrong. The mind constantly comes up with this thought that things are going wrong and things probably will go even more wrong, or it sucks. Sorry for talking about this, because it's not a nice topic, but I am just floating here right now. So I ended up here talking about this, I guess, because I wanted to give in to saying something negative. I wanted to give you a heads up that even if you have physical discomfort, you can still allow this and feel the spaciousness. And this is how we ended up in this topic. But I really had to give you a heads up too. And also, when you feel the spaciousness, and in your spaciousness there's also discomfort, don't give all your attention to the discomfort. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, the discomfort. Like there's 99, 95, 96% good feeling and a little discomfort. So, and when your mind really troubles you, you can easily accept that little discomfort and therefore be free from your mind and tap into awareness. So that's a good trait, and the very discomfort that you feel was probably created by your unconsciousness, which is the mind. Right? So it might heal, it might go away, it might not go away, but presence is so worth it. Presence is so worth it. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up here. I'm gonna wrap this up quickly. I need to delete videos so I have space. I don't want this to stop. Much love you so much. Love you so much.